Now today I wanted a change of pace, and instead of doing my ordinary videos, I thought it would be a neat idea to record a place that's rather special to me. It's a place that I have been returning to for many years, ever since my late teens and early 20s, when I used to go jogging here, and it's called the Hobbucks Nature Reserve. It's also where I had my first date when I was 34 years of age. In fact, on my first date I went all the way up to the top of this nature reserve and sat on the bench at the highest point of the Hobbucks. So I've got a lot of memories here, and I know the place like the back of my hand. It's quite a large area, and I would just recommend any Christians at all, especially people who are stressed, and just for people in general, not just Christians obviously, to spend more time in nature to clear our hearts and minds as well, because it's all too easy to be polluted by this world and the ways of this world, and our hearts and minds get bombarded by this modern world we are living in. All the more reason why we are to strive to try to be as unpolluted by this passing temporary world as possible. Yes. Sometimes I don't really like coming here because it's far too muddy in certain areas, so I have to be careful. Today it's not too bad. Now, for anyone who's suffering from any kind of mental health problems or any kind of depression or anything like that, I would recommend long distance walking, because it's certainly done me an awful lot of good over the years. And even if you want up to jogging or anything like that, then walking, especially if you walk briskly, it does you an awful lot of good. I highly recommend it, because being around nature and being at one with nature brings us closer to God. This is what life is really about. It's not about being in a built-up rat race. This is what life is really about. And I'm very fortunate to have a place like this that's local to me. So leave a comment down below and tell me about any places that you may like to go to as well. I also quite like to visit villages. My two favourite villages that are quite local to me are Oxton and Farnsfield as well. I quite like those places too. Also, there's the rather large Blidworth Bottoms. If you haven't been there, if you live somewhere in Nottingham, then I highly recommend Blidworth Bottoms as well. That's quite a good place to go to. This is by no means, by the way, the whole of the Hobbucks. This is just a relatively small part of it that I'm showing you today. Yes, I'm well aware that my thing, I got caught in the camera there. I do apologise for that. Have to be careful. If there's anything at all that you want to talk about, or that perhaps you would like me to pray about, then tell me down below in the comment section, and I will gladly pray with you and for you and talk about anything you like. And just so you know, I don't judge anybody at all. You can tell me virtually anything and I will not judge a single soul, because all have fallen short of the glory of God. Hallelujah, Lord. Whew. What a beautiful breeze. Yeah. Now, this is the highest point of the Hobbucks Nature Reserve that I'm approaching right now. I was a teenager, I've always loved the great outdoors, and I've always felt much better in nature rather than in towns and built up areas, because the rest of it is just a concrete jungle and it's no good for your soul or your heart or mind. We have to spend more time in nature, definitely. As you can see, I'm walking quite briskly. That's also to make sure that the video is not too long as well. This is my favourite part of the Hobbucks. We're now getting very close to the highest point of Arnold, where I live. And from the top of here, you can actually see quite a few different landmarks as well. Although because of trees and various foliage, it's rather hard to see these various landmarks, such as Woollerton Hall and other such places, St Mary's Church as well. You can see from the top of here. months ago, all of this was quite overgrown, and now it's all been cut down. So that's a blessing. I absolutely love walking, absolutely love it. It's helped me so much exercising. Even if you don't feel like going out for a walk, definitely push yourself and try and do it, because God gave us legs to walk. Yeah. Here we are. This is the highest point of Arnold. It's very, very beautiful here. And this is where I sat down when I had my first ever date at the age of 34. Not that I'm getting sentimental or anything, I just thought I'd say that. Okay, so I probably should have said this at the start of the video. Remember to like, subscribe and comment down below. And I pray that Jesus Christ blesses you